Hello class, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a plated basket with watercolor paper. This is a plated basket made with blotting paper. Today I'll show you how to make a graded basket, a basket with a gradation. So what you're going to need is scissors, tape, a large watercolor paper about 18 by 24, and to make it have a gradated color, what you're going to want to do is you'll pick your longest side, which will be the length of your strips that you will later cut, and you will paint the center a dark purple or whatever color you're choosing, and then go lighter on the sides. Or you can just use a discarded piece of watercolor paper that you've already painted on, or any other kind of scrap paper. So let's get started. What you're going to do first is you're going to cut out 1/2 inch pieces of paper in strips, and you'll make 16 of those. So I've already cut out all of my pieces of paper. What you're going to do is you are going to lie out 8 of them horizontally, and what you're going to do is you'll have the white part showing to the top, and that is because the white part is going to be the inside of your basket. So let me set all of mine out. Right side facing up, or whatever side that you would like to have be your interior of your basket. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what I will do next is that I will start weaving in my ends. I have 8 strips left. I'll weave in the ends over, under as a plain weave. So I'll start with this one. Remember having the white side facing up as you weave. So we'll start over the first one, under the second one, over the next one, under, over, under, over. And then make sure that it's equal slack on both sides. You'll take your next strip, remember when you're finished with this first strip that you just wove, make sure it's in the center, and then you'll start weaving on either side of the first weft that you wove. So now you'll do the opposite of what you just did. So your first one you wove over and then under. So then for the next one that you're going to weave, you're going to go under, over, under, over, under, over. So it should be the opposite of what you just, of the first thing that you wove. And so now there's some nice tension happening. And then make sure to be pressing in your strips together. Don't have them so open. You'll take your next strip and go on the either side or the other side of your first strip that you wove, and then you'll weave the opposite again. So your center strip you wove over, under. So the opposite would be first you would weave under, over, under, over. And again, you have some nice tension happening. You're going to make sure that all your strips are touching, that they're nice and tight. Start again. So now we're going to start, it's on my right of this strip, and you're going to go the opposite again. So just weave a plain weave continually until you finish all of your strips. And you just want to have an even square, woven square when you're finished. So I'll just keep on weaving. And then once you weave in the strip, make sure that it's nice and tight and snug, and that it's even on both sides, on either sides, with the amount of unwoven strips. You want this to be even. Make sure you're weaving white side up. Because this will be the inside of your basket. Tightening up on this side. Under, over, under, over, under, over. Quite simple. But if you need help during class, please let me know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All we need is one more. Alright, so we have our woven pieces of paper. Nice little square. Hopefully it's pretty even on either side. So our next step is that we're going to bring up our corner. We're going to start making corners. So you would think that these are your corners here, or that they will be your basket corners, but actually your basket corners, because of this technique of the plaited basket, are going to be emerging from from the center of your woven squares. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start weaving in on this side. So you have 8, correct? So that means you'll have 2 in the center here. And what you're going to do is you're going to cross them, and then you'll weave over, under on the ones on either side. So this guy, he's going to start weaving to my left. So since this guy is behind this one, that means it's under, so then we're going to weave over the next one, under, and then over. Okay, and then this dude here, he is over this one, so he's going to go under, over, under. Kind of crazy. Now you have a lot of things to keep track of. But you're just going to keep weaving in across. So now I'm going to be weaving this guy. He needs to go under, over, under. Make sure things are still as tight as you can get them. Okay. And then this dude, he needs to be woven. So he's gonna go under, over. And then you'll just start being able to see what needs to happen. There's a lot to keep track of, but just keep your eye on one at a time and it'll make sense. So then this dude needs to go behind here and over here. And just make sure you're keeping your tension. And then this one that's going straight across, he also needs to be woven in. So at this point, now you have kind of a triangle-ish shape. Everything is basically woven at this point. So you can take a piece of tape or a clothespin and hold it. And then you're going to go around and make your corners on every side. So here, you're going to focus on these 8. You're going to flip them up. You can bend them forward. Trying to ignore all the other mess that we have on the side. Take your center 2, from your 8, cross them over, and then you'll weave. So then this guy here, since he's under something, he's going to go over the next one, under, and then over. And then this is the same center partner that they had. Since he's over something, he's going to go under the next one, over the next one, and then under the next one. And then continue from the center out. So then this guy, oh actually, never mind. This guy that I'm pointing to, he will go in front, so over, under, over. The next one from the center, he's going to go over, under, and then some have already fallen into place here. And so, looks like everything has been woven at this point. Look for any mistakes. And then tighten up. Take a piece of tape, and then apply it so you can hold your end. The tape will be leaving after a while. So now you have 2 corners. Let's start off over here again to make a new corner. Ignore the mess. Take your center 2, I'm going to cross them over. And then you're going to weave again. So this guy, since he's over something, he's going to go behind, under, and then over, and then under. And then you'll take your center one from that partner, and since it's behind someone, behind a strip, then you're going to go in front of the next strip, behind the next strip, and then in front of the next strip. You'll take your next 2 from the center and start weaving those in. So this one, he'll go over, under, over. We'll take the next one from that partner and go over, under, tighten up. The next two from the center, this guy's gonna go over, under, this one here is gonna go over, and now we finished with that corner. So there's a lot to keep track of, but don't get overwhelmed. Just try and understand what the strips are doing. Just understand over, under, and you will get through this basket. It's quite a simple basket. So now we have this corner. Now we have 3 corners. Some of them are a little crazy, but we'll figure it all out together. Let me clean up some things here. Like this corner needs some tightening. Uh-oh. Oh no, it looks as if one of my strips fell out.